Right, welcome back to a bit more knowledge. In this one I'm continuing the scape-Goat, looking at the scape-Goat ideas, right? And this is the song Spaceman by Babylon Zoo. The scape and the space, right? It's a simple code to use, which was waste of space. So the naturals are seen as a waste of space, right? By these T's and that. And this song was used in a video by Justin H, right, which was a very good video. I think it was called the Goat in Space, or Space-Goat, and he basically displayed there all the codes in this video, in Justin H video. So if you haven't seen that one, it's worth a watch. Like a very good video about the codes of this scape-Goat, right? But this was a #1 single in the music charts, like when it was coming out. The zoo, see the zoo, the animals, and the baby, see the baby Jesus, and there's the boy with the X-ray eye. So the boy king, right? The boy King David, the baby Jesus, and the scape-Goat. So it's all like the usual codes in that, right? Yeah. Levite priests, see? The Levite priesthood, they use the scape-Goat ritual. See, no coincidence, is it? Eh? The Levite priest who used the scape-Goat ritual. And of course this was went to #1. Blue Nude, the Blue Lodge. Jasman, Jasbinder, Sing Man. Sing, of course, is king, innit? So there you go. There's a hex in there with him. #6 album, The Boy with X-Ray Eye, so a hex. So it was a neat coincidence this thing got to #1 in the music charts, like. And the lyrics, basically, there you go, see. It's got whispering vocals of "I killed you all" and stuff, you know. It's like this sort of nasty subtext to it and all that. It's not just like a happy pop song or whatever, you see what I mean? But the sort of lyrics of it, says something like, I always wanted you to go into space, man. So it's like it's basically talking about the natural people, the natural people to go into space, like the space idea, right? Right, so just done a search on YouTube search for Goat in Space. Right? I was looking for Justin Yach's video, and doesn't come up here, like, but there's what comes up, right, is a load of stuff, different stuff, right? So the Goat idea is absolutely massive, like, with these tea drinkers, right? And look at this one, Goat Superstition, 2016. Stuff about witches and hexes and Space in Goat Simulator, right? So all this is, if you have that Masonic thing, you got the riding the goat, right? And so this is obviously a massive idea with them about the natural person being the goat, right? Yeah, riding the goat. And, there's absolutely loads of stuff about it. Yeah. A waste of space. They're displaying the codes and the stuff. Waste of space. It's all about Masons taking the piss basically out of natural people and all this, the whole thing. Good in space, see? There's a Babylon Zoo spaceman. Send the goat out to space. Yeah. See, and there's the sort of lone representation, like that Buddhist thing, see? Seems to be like an ice block or something, send them out into the middle of nowhere type of thing, right? So you can see the code and all this stuff, like. Yeah, putting it in scape-Goat, right? See some rubbish here about narcissists. They always use this idea of like these mental illness quack doctors. Narcissists. I mean, what do you call it? Cis is what they call natural people in it. Cis gender. Now always some BS about some quack doctory. Witch doctors. Right? Witch doctors. The three witches. When they're trying to sell you, they sell you some cure for a non-existent like disease or sickness. See, this is exactly what this is. I mean, this is obviously a tea drinker. Dr. Ramani, right? It's Ramani, so it's a tea drinker, right? The Ram. They're always doing this type of thing, like with some BS, condition or something, right? And then they're trying to flog you a cure for some condition that doesn't even exist. So it's quackery, isn't it? It's a witch doctory and quackery. Trying to say there's something wrong. See? Here's the same thing. These are all tea drinkers, see? So all these ideas, narcissistic family dynamics, there's your code, right? The family is the dualistic code. It's referring obviously to the Masonic family, right? But the other dualistic side of it is that these people want to separate you from your actual blood family and make you sort of like hate your own blood family. That's like the objective of what they're doing in that, see? To put a bit of enmity in between you and your sort of blood relations and that, with that fake BS. Quackery, see? Quackery. Narcissistic family dynamics, as if, you know what I mean? And of course they're always trying to make money off it, aren't they? Selling something. Selling an cure to a non-existent condition. See? And the whole concept of it has to go on gullibility. See, you've never heard of this condition to watch one of these quacks, right? You sit and you take it in, and then you decide that that's what you've got, or that relates to you, and therefore you're gonna purchase the cure from one of these witch doctors. So it's always about abusing it's totally coded, and they're abusing the natural and making money off it, and abusing the gullibility and the sort of naivety of the natural person and all that. See, it's just what they're all about, isn't it? Quacks. And there's one for you, desert demon. I mean, you couldn't make it up, could you? Taking a piss all the time, basically. And this guy always seemed to be a big thing, right? Of course, the cis is the cisgenders taking the piddle. Of course, they're trying to make on, right, that this is an immersion, like a sort of an immersion thing in people, right? Right, this here, right? But actual fact, right, that the scape-Goat ritual is basically an organised ritual way of society, right? It's actually ingrained into the actual society what we live in, right? And that's what's so sick about this, when they're trying to get you to believe in all this different, quack illnesses and conditions and that, right? It's actually the sickening thing about it is it's actually ingrained into the way of the actual society what we live in, see? So the system itself revolves around these type of ideas like scape-Goat and all that. It's unbelievable, like, isn't it? And these are basically trying to get into your mind, right? get into your mind with their tea drinking garbage and convince you that you're sort of like there's something wrong in your mind, right? The society's alright, the system's alright, right? But there's something wrong with you. That's where these witch doctor people operate. Tommy M. Joyce, we know what the M stands for. You know what Joyce is anyway, you know. And there's just absolute tons of this stuff, like tons of it. There's 6 alternatives to calling out a narcissist. See what I mean? Like it's creating a paranoia thing, innit? You, of course, their own Masonic society, right, is doing this ritualistic way against God knows how many people, you know, thousands, tens of thousands of people, whatever, right? So it's pretty sick, see? Pretty sick indeed, eh? Taking the piss big time, right? Honorary member of every lodge in the world, right? Leave it to 33, right? Leave it to 33. Right? The honorary member is this. The good, right? The honorary member. Taking the piss. Because all the things that they revolves around this representation, right? The representation of the natural person. So basically, piss take, rise take, the honorary member, you know, leave it to 33.